Hey guys, welcome back to the next video. In this video, we're going to see some architecture diagram in terms of stage, no stage, and external stage mode in the TD format. What's a stage mode? Stage mode is basically a stage is a folder which gets created under your server instance, under your domain home. If you go by the directory structure, domain home, server names, the stage folder. So stage is a default method of deploying applications to web logic, and stage is very good in terms of deploying a smaller application, smaller EAR file directly to the server, and that gets uploaded to this location. And it's autonomous update. So every managed service you have across all the servers, the EAR file or WAR file you're deploying as part of the stage mode will be copied across to the stage folder of your managed server. Do remember that you need to have that managed server running to have that copied. If the managed server is in the stop state, you do not be copying to that server. So it needs to be running and needs to be, the admin server also needs to be available for this deployment. The next method is the no stage mode. No stage mode is used when you're having a bulk big file of a deployment and you have a NFS share or some kind of a shared storage which is available across all the systems where the WebLogic deployment is going on. So now this kind of deployment should have the same file system, should be replicated across multiple systems where the WebLogic deployment is going on. And it should have, like, if you see this path over here, the file name of whatever the deployment you're doing, the file name should also be replicated in the similar, name, so that every server actually deployed from this location. It will take the EAR file from this location and process it in the temp folder of your managed server. So it will not copy to your managed server. That is the difference between a stage mode and no stage mode. Stage mode means it will copy to the stage folder. No stage mode will not copy to the stage folder. The other advantage of the no stage mode is that you can deploy exploded file as well. So in the hands-on, I will make sure that I show you the file-based execution of your no stage mode files. So both exploded file format as well as archived file format will be possible in terms of no stage mode. Now the last option is external stage mode. External stage mode is by default not available when at the time of deployment, and it needs to be manually selected as part of the managed server configuration. In the hands-on, I will show you that how to do that. On the other hand, the external stage mode is used in terms of copying the services or the EAR file manually to the stage folder of your managed server. So all you have to do is, like, you need to copy the EAR file or the WAR file which you're planning to deploy after you do the dummy deployment. So the deployment process is the same. So you will be tagging a EAR file as part of the deployment, but actually it will not copy that EAR file like how it copies in the stage mode. This is exactly the stage mode, where the stage mode, it will, when you select this EAR file, it will take that and it will put it on all the managed servers, right? But it won't do that. So when you deploy this and after deployment you try to start the service, it will go to the fail state. Why it will go to the fail state? Because it will not have the file inside each of this managed server under the stage folder. So it is your responsibility as administrator to copy the EAR file and place it on all the servers. So this is the difference between external stage mode and stage mode. All right, and these are the three methods we will see while we are doing the hands-on session. So I'm trying to make 3 different videos so that I can isolate and give special attention to each of the stage modes. Thank you again for your patience. I will see you on the next video.